Alright everybody, Rob Colwell with Rentwell here. We're on the intersection.
Water and Tioga Street.
Yeah. Water and Tioga Street. Okay. Neighborhood bar on the corner. Market next door. This is 128. We're missing the 8. We're missing railings on here. This is more than 32 inches. And it does need railings similar to what the neighbors have. Okay. This exterior light. Recommending replacement of this exterior light. Okay. Inside here, so we would want to put a threshold here. This door does lock. It is not on our rental locks currently, but we would absolutely need this to be put on rental locks if we were going to be the managers. The access to the rear of the property is from an alleyway around back, so that's where we would be putting the lockbox for this property, or we'd have to secure it to the wall. I don't know if I want to have a lockbox on this property, which is where the rental locks would come in. This door is not functional, so our options are to build out the jamb or to replace this door, and we do have measurements for this. So the threshold in the front there is a 31.5. The rough opening of this door is 32.5 by 79.5. Okay. For all of our videos, we just turn to the right, so we're going to go up the stairs. The house has electrical issues throughout. We do our 6-phase process. So phase 1 is a clean out. When we get to the basement, you're going to see we're recommending there's mildew issues and smell of dampness down there, so we're going to recommend that we remove some of the walls, remove some of the drywall, just clean out the basement, and then put in some electric down there. And then there's a mirror in the master bedroom that's not secure, and then there's a lot of trash from the construction that needs to be cleaned out. That's all part of the phase 1 cleanup. What we will keep is we found the grout to what was most likely his bathroom, and we're going to keep that. We're in bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1 has a door which doesn't close, and it needs a door casing. Okay. The electric in this room is many of these outlets are open ground, and I have my tester downstairs unless John has it. We have our tester, okay. So the challenge is over the ears, right? So that's a bad ground. So this house is wired with not having a ground, and then these outlets were put in after the fact. Same one on this rear. Sometimes these are working. In this case, it's not. Open ground as well, and this is not flush with the wall. So by putting a cover on here, that's not going to do the trick. And then this closet door, right? So we would have to add a door caps there. And then this home was built before 1978, and this needs to be painted because most likely there will be children living here. And for this property as well, it would need a lead paint test. And I believe that lead paint test needs to be updated each year. The floors are painted, which is fine. The guys did not do a great job. For instance, started chipping over here because it wasn't clean prior to being painted, so that's spacer for the tile. This needs to be reassembled. Love this big access here. Love the fact that it has the new plumbing lines. We do need an electric cover there. Okay, so that's bedroom number 1. We have our open ground and then 2 outlets, not flush to wall. The bathroom needs a threshold, otherwise there's a good chance this tile would crack. And the outlet down here is not a GFI. We did test the plumbing on the second floor here. Does look like there was a leak at one time. We're going to show you that. That's in the living room. The water was tested. This is being held up with an old hanger. It does work. It's actually, yeah, I'm sorry, looks like some old wiring is hanging that up. Okay. We did test the heater. The heater is working. Okay. This room, same thing with the electric issues. Ground and loose outlet there. Loose light switch cover here. The ceiling fan, it does have the glass in the closet. Open ground.
Closet door.
And these are just prone to have issues. So sometimes what we recommend is just removing it. Just removing it completely, or you build out the door casing and then you add hinges to this, and then you have a lock in the center. So that would be for a handyman to do. And in that case, you use the existing doors that are there, but these tracks, there's always an issue. That's on our list of eliminators. This is a no-no. No locks like this on any rooms. That would get removed and then repainted. Again, we have our electric issues. We need 3 blinds. Okay. Two 33s and a 37. That's the piece of glass that we want removed. These closet doors. Those can stay. I mean, is what it is. For cleaning, I need a good cleaning of the ceiling fans. And these stickers would be removed if we don't take them with us while we're here. Otherwise, with the heat and then the cold, they're just gonna leave a film, which is real hard to get off. I know that landlords like to leave those because it shows that there's new windows, and that's great. But obviously, you take them off because the resident may not. And if we don't put the blinds up, we're going to end up with a curtain for a blind, and we don't like to see that. For the safety, which is our phase 6, we need to leave 1 smoke detector in this hallway. There already is a carbon monoxide in the hallway, so that's good. And then we'll take these from the hallway and move them into the bedrooms, and then we would just be short 1 smoke detector. These will be marked with a permanent marker as to the date that they were manufactured. They are not our recommended brand. These are the least expensive kind of smoke detectors you can buy. We prefer the 10-year sealed. They are more expensive, but at least we know we're good for 10 years, and it's a sealed. We're not worried about a resident removing the batteries. This is Philadelphia, so they're going to charge us for a rental license, but they're not going to come out here and inspect, so this is one of the most dangerous types of properties that we can manage. The reason being is that there's no guarantee. We have to basically self-police ourselves to get in here to do the inspections. The city's not going to require those. I should take be present for those. Okay, the heat's going to get turned down to 55 degrees because it is going into December. We need a smoke detector and a CO detector on this floor and a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. This is where the leak was. I'm not sure if it's still an active leak. You have my phone, John?
You know, the drywall, the mud got brown afterwards, so I don't know if it was an active leak. One thing that we can do is mark that with a pencil, right? And then just run the water for a while and then see if anything changes. We get a step ladder and see if it's damp up there. But that's something we absolutely want to correct. And I would recommend, instead of drywalling over it, we put an access panel up there. We're going to go down to the basement. Most insurances do not cover landlords for mold. I'm not saying there's mold in this home. I'm saying most insurances do not cover you for mold. You do not want to have issues with mold in your rental property. Or railings. We've had, can't tell you how many cases of railings. So this, you do need a railing on these steps. This railing does need to be secured. And we would need a railing on this open side here as well. So the big ticket items for this house is going to be properly repairing the electric and also this basement. This basement does not meet rent roll standards. I'm recommending that we remove these walls. Okay, you can see that there's mildew on the bottom throughout. Okay. I don't know what's going to be behind these walls. I have an idea, but I'm recommending that this all comes out. This all gets part of a demo. This door would come out. This would come out, right? And we would then put like 3 LED lights in here just to brighten up this basement. Residents like to have bright basements. This is where the washer and dryer is going to be. Once we're done, we could fill in the floor and paint the floor. Pretty easy to do. If there's a wall to keep, it might be this one, but that's going to be up to when we're doing the demo. And then all of the junction boxes that we find like this need to have covers on them. With a paint sprayer, we could spray the walls, depending on the condition of them, and we could also spray the ceiling, or at least just shop back out the ceiling. But the ceiling, it looks like it was painted at one time down here. Again, open junction box. This is the electric. It's 100 amp service, and we're missing a cover for that, and nothing is labeled. It's an old Challenger. These are not connected. We have not tested the washer and dryer. They need to be pulled out and then washed. You can see this is all part of a basement clean out. Good outlet. All the old wiring would be removed, like something like this, and be replaced with the new light fixtures. I'm 6 foot, 6'1", so to give you an idea of the height, here's your new crown boiler, electric, hot water heater. It does have the overflow line. This is no longer the code with the plastic. They do want those in copper now. It's only 30 gallons, so relatively small. This is a 3-bedroom. Not sure the date, but the model the serial number is a GE0409B19599. Model number GE30M06AAG.